Hey everyone, I'm Mackayla. Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. We're going to jump in with the two hardest questions of all. Who are you and what have you been up to recently?
Hello, my name is Ryan Woods, and yeah, big music guy, make music and stuff, release songs, all the things of the music guy does. But yeah, I'm in the middle of rolling out my debut album right now. So yeah, we're like 4 or 5 singles in, and yeah, it feels great because I took a long break from releasing stuff. So it's good to be back.
That is super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does it feel like after coming back from a little bit of a break to now putting out, rolling out an album?
It's a little intimidating. I'm a little nervous, but yeah, it's a mixed bag of emotions for sure. It's like obviously I'm super excited, and I think there's something to be said about the relief as well of like finally being able to, put out music again. And I don't know, it just took me years to like get a project together that I was super proud of, and we're finally there. And yeah, I think the number one emotion is relief. I'm happy, I'm excited, but I've been holding on to these songs for a long time, so it feels good to like. It's kind of like when you write something down, your brain allows you to like forget it and
Hmm.
kind of externalizes it from you know, just floating around in your body or your head. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, because it's been yours for so long and now you're sharing it with the world.
Indeed. Yes.
What is it like to put out something that you've, been holding so close? And, aside from feeling relief, but like, because it's so personal to you and it means a lot. And then all of a sudden, everyone can hear it and has
Yeah.
opinions on it. And
Yeah. I mean, I've probably used this analogy before, but uh it's comparable to like what I would it, it's not comparable, but like bear with me.
okay.
It's like it's kind of like being pregnant for 9 months, but instead of 9 months, it's 4 years. And
Hmm.
you're like you have this like baby you've been like protecting,
Yeah.
for however long. You've like, grown it yourself. You've cultivated it, and then it's like, yeah, there's the relief of finally
Hmm.
finally not being pregnant anymore. But there's also the like, uh yeah, I don't know, this is getting deep really fast. There's also the, wondering, or the hoping that, your child grows up to be all right,
Hmm.
strong, healthy baby and lives for many years. So that's the hope with my music. This is that, it reaches the right years and, you know, hopefully touches people, hopefully makes people not feel so alone.
Hmm.
And, uh, you know, because I think in my head that's like what music is for. It brings
Yeah.
people together in that way. And um it's like, music is obviously goes hand in hand with emotions. And
Hmm.
when I get to like write about something that was like difficult for me, and like other people hear it and they relate to it, and it's like that's the goal.
Yeah.
So um yeah, I guess I just hope that yeah, I hope it hits the spot, it scratches the itch.
Mm. So, if there's something that listeners could take away from it, what would you hope that would be?
um I think the this album is really just, experiences throughout my adolescence, and lessons I've learned, and things I've been through. So I think my goal with, when I write a song, I like it to be productive, even if
Hmm.
it's like unserious or silly. Like I like there to be some, you know, intellect to take from, some wisdom, whatever. So
Hmm.
all to say, I I think the thesis for this project is like, you know, uh learning how to accept myself and like, stop wondering who I am and
Hmm.
being who I am, and you know, that it's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to like fall as long as you keep getting up. Uh and just you know, if you're going through something, like there's an incredibly high chance that you're not the only person going through
Hmm.
it. You know, I feel like a lot of the human experience is like pretty universal.
Yeah.
There's nuance to everything, but for the most part, it's very like, you know, you can tell a story to someone and they'll relate to it in some way, shape, or
Hmm.
form. So yeah, I guess, that's kind of the goal, is just like, you know, I think a lot. I'm a bit of an overthinker. Um, so and there's been a lot of confusion in my life. And the one thing that's always been constant in my life is changing. Like always changing. Nothing else has been constant other than the fact that it's always changing.
Hmm.
You know, um, I'm changing, the world's changing, my family is changing, whatever. Um, so I guess it's like, a lot of what I learned through this like time period, and while I was making this project, was just the, you know, like, stay in the moment and like enjoy life as it, you know, comes through you, not at you. And just, I think I think there's also this like when I was younger, I used to like want to like rid myself of sadness and like negative
That would be
emotion.
nice.
Yeah, would be nice, but now I'm, more in the like school of thought of feeling like, I think the more we accept the negatives,
Hmm.
it justifies the good things we
Yeah.
do have and allows us to like have higher appreciation for those things. So yeah, to boil it all down, acceptance and, you know, presence and being yourself.
I like him. Those are very positive things.
Yeah, I try.
Definitely a lot easier said than done, but
Yeah, for sure. But it is also, when it comes to the doing, it's
hmm,
it's always way simpler than you thought, but just like our brains complicate things in mysterious
always.
ways. Yeah. And then there's also your body having to feel things, and then your
Hmm.
brain not connecting with that and being like, I want to be happy, but my
Hmm.
body feels sad. Why?
Yeah.
My body. I don't know. But yeah. Um yeah, it's usually like the answers are a lot more simple usually than you think they are.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
So you mentioned when you go to write a song, you want it to be productive, even if it's, fun or silly. What does that songwriting process look like for you?
um, it's it's never the same every time, but to like name some like consistency of it is, it's usually like I don't know, if I could break it down like this, it's like idea pops in brain, I
Hmm.
ponder idea, I like sit down and maybe like write about it or sing something on the guitar or something. And then uh, at that point, it branches off into me either like fully like hyper focusing on like finishing a song, or I
Hmm.
sit on it for just a long time. Like, I have ideas 4 years old that I plan on like revisiting at some point,
Yeah.
uh but yeah, for the most part, I also think like sometimes I have an idea for something, but I haven't like lived the experience I need to like write about it to the extent I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to get to the bottom of things. Um, like like even like if I'm going through a breakup or something, like I can't write songs about the breakup until I'm over the
Yeah.
breakup,
That
because
makes
I
sense.
don't want to have uh like jaded emotions about it. I want
Mm-hmm.
to like I feel like, and it works for some people, like other people's process, or like they go through a breakup and they're like, F this person. I don't know if I can curse on here, but
You can.
okay, yeah. Sometimes it's like always like oh yeah, fuck this person. Like I don't need, that shit in my life. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I like to have the rounded, like balanced point of view and kind of zoom out and be like, okay, here's what I did in the relationship. Here's what they did. There's some, you know, crossover of faults and
Yeah.
blame to be had. Like, and at the end of the day, we were both trying to do what was best for us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where always
Yeah.
where my brain wants to go. Um, so yeah, that's kind of just how my brain works, is like I want to like fully process something before I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready to like, you know, say something meaningful about it. Because I don't know. I There's times where I've like written things, you know, in the heat of the moment with like some like surge of emotion or something. Once I like process that and then look back at the song I wrote, I kind of cringe and be like, kind of like I was way too sad, dude. Like, I did not need to say all that. Um, but or like even I don't know, times where I've like written songs in like when I have a new crush or something. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I look back at that and I'm like, oh, dude, I was so hard, like, So yeah, I definitely like to be patient with my ideas and like, and it pays off because I end up being like very confident in like
Mm-hmm.
what I said in the song and like what my perspective was and what my um I don't know. They're usually never about like one thing too. Like I like,
Mm-hmm.
with that patience in mind, I usually like culminate like 3 to 5 of the same experiences together that all kind of like, the song is like the Venn diagram,
Yeah.
like the middle part of the Venn diagram between like, a mixture of experiences and stuff. Um, and I feel like that opens the door for it to be more easily understood.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the thing I'm talking about a little better. Um, so yeah, it's as you can tell, I think a lot, probably too much, but it's fun. I like to do it.
So, what is the weirdest place or thing that has inspired a song for you?
Hmm, there's a lot. Let me think for a second. Um, I would say, this is so tough because there's like, I'm like, what is the weirdest? Because they're all weird in some way. Like, what's the um? I guess Gun in the Glove Box is a pretty interesting one. So it was, you know, my second to last single I put out. And it's hard for me to even explain, but it kind of recalls upon like a childhood memory of me like digging through my dad's like glove box
Hmm.
and like I don't know, maybe this is trauma, but it's just a memory as far as
Hmm.
I'm concerned. But was like digging through his glove box looking for napkins, like got ice cream or something, and I found like cigarettes he was like hiding in the glove box, and he like scolded me and like told me not to look through people's glove boxes, like because you never know what they have in their glove box, whatever. And I was like, so from that point forward, like a lot of my life, I kind of associated like the glove box with like if I'm in a friend's car, I'm very conscious of like, hey, like, do you have napkins in in your
Hmm.
box? Can I like grab some or something? So, which I don't think is a very universal experience, but that's something I've always like that memory specifically like caused me to be like overly aware of like, going through people's shit.
Hmm.
And he I don't know, it was fine. But later I guess I'd been through a few relationships that kind of ended in like a similar way where it was like in not only just like romantic wise, but like friendships as well, where like um you meet a new person. There's when you first meet that person, you're kind of seeing their like surface level there, and there could be some sort of like front they're putting up, who
Yeah.
knows. But and then you slowly get to like peel back the layers of that person. Eventually there's going to be like something that either they don't like about you or you don't like about them or
Right.
something. It's kind of the gun in the glove box. So
Hmm.
like, it's kind of like tied in with the idea of like, you know, keeping people at like arm's length and like, not getting too close to people out of fear that they'll like, you know, um find something they don't like about you. So
Hmm.
I guess that's the weirdest, most interesting one is just my dad getting on to me when I was younger because I found his stash of cigarettes.
Like that. I'm trying to think about like, do I keep anything that I don't want people knowing about in my glove box? Now I'm thinking about that.
Yeah,
I don't think I do. I
I don't
think
think.
it's literally probably just my license and like my registration for my car and all those like
Yeah,
manuals.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is like. I've always assumed this was common, but yeah, like I always just keep like straws and like napkins and like.
I keep those in the back seat of the passenger, so if I'm like driving, I can grab them.
Oh, that's true. That's whoa. You may have just put me on to a new strategy here. It's changed my life.
Because that's what my dad does.
Yeah, that's smart. No, the back seat or the passenger seat back pocket is that's the new move, I
So like
think.
you're on the highway and then you like need a napkin or something, you just can reach it.
Yeah, it's way better than like bending down.
Yeah.
It's way safer for sure. I'll have to move all my essential uh driving things to the back pocket of the passenger seat.
Yeah, I guess I mean I have friends that like keep stuff in the glove box too, but I'm just like that's so impractical because you're driving and then you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely writing this down.
Then I feel like then you open it and sometimes if you have like too much, it'll just like spill or like
Yeah. No, I've definitely there was one point I had way too many napkins and I couldn't shut the glove box back when I opened it, and I was like trying to drive at the same time, like slamming my glove box shut. Yeah. Okay. We've solved a huge problem in society, I think, at least in my society.
yeah, I mean it's I think it's interesting. I feel like because there's certain people that keep a lot of stuff in their glove box and then people that have like nothing in their glove box.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also like, does
Everyone.
anyone like ever lock their glove box? Because it has a lock, but
Yeah, I've never even like realized that you could, but now that I think about it, yeah, they all have a little lock on them. giving me a lot to chew on here.
Like I don't think I've ever once locked a glove box.
No,
Like if
no,
I
I
had
don't
something
think
like in my
anyone ever
car,
has.
yeah, I think I just like shove it under like something else so it's like out of sight versus just like putting in a locked compartment, which would be much smarter.
Yeah. Or like even I feel like even the especially if you're trying to hide something, the
Mm-hmm.
driver's side door is like way more discreet
Mm-hmm.
than like the glove box.
Right, because I feel like that would be the first place someone would look.
Or
But
like in the seat crack. But then it's hard to get the thing you need because everything that gets lost in there. It,
yeah.
it's it's a black hole.
Anyway, so if this album was the soundtrack of a movie, what kind of movie would it be?
Ooh, it's a good one. It'd probably be like some sort of like coming of age movie for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Maybe like something along the lines of like perks of being a wallflower or something.
Okay.
Like, but it's like there's also like it's a little more like mature than like a like high school drama, you know,
Mm-hmm.
college perks of being a wallflower.
Okay. Yeah, because then college drama is like getting into real life drama.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where this like era of my life lies is like, yeah, we've conquered all the like high school shit. We
Mm-hmm.
we got over the first heartbreak. We got over the you know, the initial waves of having to figure out what anxiety is.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have real anxiety about real things
Right. Like
that
real
matter.
life anxiety.
Yeah, and it matters for the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna impact you forever.
Yeah.
Every choice you make is
So fun to be an adult.
yeah. No. Yep. It's more fun being like letting my inner child out as an adult than it was being a child and wanting to be an adult, though.
Mm-hmm.
I will say. I think that's something to
Yeah.
appreciate.
Or like something I was talking about with someone the other day at work was like naps. Like as a kid, taking a nap is like something babies do. But as soon
Yeah.
as you're like in college, taking a nap is cool.
Hmm.
And like as an adult, I love a good nap.
Oh yeah. Especially like in a hammock or something out in
Mm-hmm.
nature hits so hard. Yeah. I think my my brother-in-law, his like birthday is around the corner. And I was just talking to my sister and she was saying how like she was asking him what he wants to do for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dude's like about to be like 28,
Mm-hmm.
27 or 28, I'm not super sure. But he was like, I just want to go play. Like let's go to like a creek or something.
Yeah.
Go play. And she's like surprising him with a bunch of his friends and they're bringing like a bunch of games with them and like they're just gonna
That's
hang out at the
fun.
creek, right? So that stuff is way more fun as an adult than it is, you know, when you're a child because you can do it kind of all the time, especially
Right.
if you're like a teenager and it's like the summer and you're just like
Mm-hmm.
doing random shit with friends. But that is fun. Looking back, it was really fun times. But
Yeah.
I feel like the lack of time you have as an adult to do those
Mm-hmm.
things makes
Like,
you like enjoy those things
yeah, why
more.
don't we get summers as adults?
Yeah. That's what my friend's a teacher.
Ugh,
He like he like literally spent his summer like doing everything we did like as a kid during the summer, like
that sounds so nice.
just playing video games and like chilling at home or like do I don't know. Just I was like, oh, so you're now a teacher doing spending your summers the exact same way you did it in school. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like teachers are the only people who get summers.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be nice having big brat. Because I feel like you're like your body gets used to having like summers
Right.
when you're in school, but then you don't.
And isn't like all of that supposed to be practice for real life? Like,
Yeah. What are we doing? What happened to our society, man?
I feel like adults have never really had summer though.
Nah. I like refused to work a summer job too because I knew like one day I was like not gonna be able to enjoy my summer the same way.
Hmm.
But I mean, I do say that from a place of privilege because I make music for a living. So uh, I'm like, I don't have much of a schedule at all. I'm just the most work I have to do is like make a TikTok or something.
Hmm.
Like, so I I do I guess I get to enjoy like summers as they should be more or less,
Hmm.
but not everyone does, and I don't take that for granted.
Yeah. So anyway, before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you wanted to mention or talk about today?
Um, I guess you know, yeah, keep streaming the music. You can find me on any platform. My Instagram's it's Ryan Woods. It's usually my username on pretty much everything. Um, but yeah, keep an eye out for my debut album coming out in a couple months, and hope you like it. Yeah.
So our last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Ooh. I'd imagine like if I could have it my way, it would be just like a really long playlist of every song I've ever liked. But to entertain the question, um, does it have to be like a soundtrack from something or just like any?
It
Oh,
is however you want to answer it because it is your life.
true, it's true. I mean, I suppose my own music um, is sort of that.
Hmm.
Um, it's kind of my my own way of like journaling and like kind of sit like uh you know externalizing my experiences and uh kind of even down to the production and the music. I'm trying to like capture how I felt at the time when I
Yeah.
was like going through whatever it is the song is about. So that's my you know like pretentious answer. I
Well, you're
guess.
writing the soundtrack to your life.
Yeah, exactly. uh
Not too many people can say that.
yeah, that's my easy out answer, but I kind of also want to say like an album. It'd probably be like it's probably Currents by Tame Impala. Like that album specifically has like I've never not been able to like relate to like most of the songs on the
Hmm.
album. Um and also just sounds amazing. I could listen to it in any setting. Even honestly like listening to it like while working out, even you can listen to it while you're just chilling on a beach, while you're cleaning your room. It's one of those albums for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Of course, thank you. Likewise.
Listeners, go check them out and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, and TikTok at STO Lives Podcast. Thanks for listening.